So I'm at Hood Canal, the waterfront at Potlatch. I just thought these waves were really interesting as they're coming in. Some of them are pretty good size. They're just kind of big rollers coming from... Oh, darn, we just missed a sea lion surfacing. It's not really windy right here, but these waves are all coming from out in the middle of Hood Canal, where it apparently is windier. And in case you haven't been to Potlatch, it's getting dark. This is the hydroelectric plant. This thing has been producing electricity for I don't know how many decades, as far back as I can remember. I think from when I was a little kid, that would have been the 50s or 60s. But there's a dam up by Lake Cushman, and you can't see it from here, but there's these big tubes bringing water down, and it comes through here and turns the turbines and produces electricity. And this is actually fairly deep right here. You can see the water going out. It almost looks like a river when the tide's going out. But when the salmon are really going, the sea lions come up here and they'll catch salmon right in here. It's one of the reasons I got... This is my rig. It's my car with my... Yeah. The reason I got this spot was because it's right here and you can just sit out here and watch the sea lions sometimes catching fish, but this isn't really a good year for it. I haven't been seeing very many fishes. I went out to Twana yesterday and there weren't very many fishes coming up that creek either. There's, here at the RV park, way down on the other end where that big Type A RV is down there, there's a creek, Dibble Creek, that comes up, goes under Highway 101 to the left of us. And last year when I was here Thanksgiving week, there were a ton of fish swimming up that, and sadly several dead ones that couldn't make it all along the shoreline. And that is not the case this year. I only saw one yesterday when I was looking. But anyway, I just love watching these waves. Especially these big kind of rolling ones, and then you'll get a couple where one wave catches up to another one, so they get really tall. They just look cool. And no, I'm not paddling. Oh my gosh, look out here this morning when I first got up. Well, when it first got light, I was up a little bit before that, and it was just like glass. It was so smooth. I'm like, darn, if I didn't have to work, I could be out there. And I'd be out there right now, except it's just... I don't know if you caught that. There was a sea lion just breached and then went right back under again. Oops. I think that's... Actually not sure if that was a wave or a sea lion. I think it's a sea lion. Anyway, it's kind of hard to tell if they don't really come up. There was one that was, I think, a really young one. Either that or a seal, but I haven't seen any seals here, so I think it was a young sea lion. It wasn't all that big, to be honest, but I couldn't get a good look at its head. If it's got that big bump on the front of its head, then it's a sea lion. But, yeah, it's going to get dark, so I wasn't able to paddle after work. Doggone it, I have my lights, but I just didn't feel comfortable. I don't know these waters well enough. I might have done it out in Scappoose Bay down in Oregon, but not here. I just don't know this water well enough. So, but anyway, here I am yakking away. You can hear the traffic on Highway 101 behind me. And of course the waves crashing on the beach and the helicopter's coming back. I can't see him, but I can hear him. I don't know if you can. The water seems to be calming down now. It's gonna fool me, see? It's gonna be bigger waves in about right after I turn this camera off. I really do miss being on the water all the time. You know, I grew up on Puget Sound, although we didn't have big rolling waves like this. We were on the backside of Raft Island, so we rarely got big waves, but it was a great place to grow up. And I do miss it, but you know, I come out here when I can. Anyway, I guess that's it for now. I'll quit yakking. I'm hoping we get a few more bigger waves, but doesn't look like it. See here, when the tide's going out, this just looks like a river with the water going down, but that's when the waves aren't coming in. These waves coming in, I don't know if you could tell whether the tide's going in or out. If the water's smooth and it doesn't look like a river flowing down, then that means the tide's coming in. There's still, I'm sure it's not making up for all the water, all the outflow from that, but it's still pretty cool. Anyway, I think I've talked enough. I'll go. Talk to you later. Bye.